Hello, my name is Stephanie Anakiai. So I'm going to introduce our group SIG. The theme is COVID-19 and our topic is environment during COVID-19. My group member is Abdul Karim bin Kiflet, Adrian Eric Judin anak Douglas, Muhammad Kamaru Afin bin Saleh, Nik Izati binti Nik Hassan, Nur Hidayah binti Mazhar, Tan Zhu Yi, and my name is Stephanie. Okay, why we choose this topic? Because COVID-19 is very dangerous. The spread of the COVID-19 epidemic in the country began as early as March 2019 until now. So we choose this topic is because to remember that COVID-19 is a very dangerous and difficult to deal with. Okay, thank you.
Her art began in the mid-1950s in Britain by a group of painters, sculptors, writers, and critics called Independent Group. Much of the movement was prompted by a cultural revolution led by activists, thinkers, and artists who meant to restructure a social order bruised by conformity.
Pop art described by Hamilton as popular because it is targeted to be the most mass of audience. It also have a low cost of budget and make all of people may easily done it. And also it is mass produced and mass produced, but it also expandable, which is mean easily to forget. The pop art also aimed for the youth because the pop art is the youngest one of art that made by human being. It is witty, sexy, gimmicky, glamorous, and for the big business.
About the characteristic in pop art. The pop art is easily recognizable due to its vibrancy and unique characteristics that are present in many of the most iconic work of the movement. Pop art using image and also icon from popular media and also product. So the pop arts also has a strong interest in commercial culture, and as the result, the pop artists began creating artwork that put iconic brand on the display. This also included commercial items such as soup cans, comic strip, newspaper, road sign, and also photos of celebrities. The brand names and logos were also incorporated in making pop art. And moving into our next element, that is using bright colors in your pop art. Many of the famous pop art, particularly arts by Roy Lichtenstein, were using bright color in their artwork. The primary colors such as red, yellow, and blue were prominent pigment that will appear in their artworks. The color that they use were vivid, and also this color that they use doesn't reflect the inner sensation of the world, but instead this color were reflect to the popular culture. And the third elements of the pop art is irony and satire. So the pop artists using humor as the main component in making pop art. They want to deliver a message and also want to attract the audience about their artworks. So the pop artists using arts as a subject matters in their pop art to highlight to highlight current events and also to poke fun at fads and challenging the status quo.
Innovative technique. Many pop art engage in printmaking process which enable them to quickly reproduce image in largest quantity. Andy Warhol used silkscreen printing, a process through which ink transfer onto paper or canvas through a mesh screen with a stencil. Roy Lichtenstein used lithography or printing from a metal plate or stone to achieve his signature visual style.
Media and collage. First, pop artists often blended materials and utilized a variety of different types of media. Robert Rauschenberg, whose works anticipated the pop art movement. Tom Wesselmann and Richard Hamilton combined seemingly disparate images into a single canvas to create a thoroughly modern form of narrative. Marisol is known for sculptures that use a variety of different materials to represent figures.
Journeying Girls is a painting by Roy Lichtenstein from 1963, based on Tony Abruzzo's original works. The artwork is considered to be one of the most influential works by Lichtenstein, also one of the most representative painting of the Journeying Girl pop art movement. Described as a work of melodramas, the artwork is one of the artist's early paintings of portraying women in dramatic circumstances. She mentally depressed, apparently from romance. Obviously, the thought of the bubbles reads, "I don't care, I rather drown than call break" from her, using comic book art conventions. This narrative features emphasizes the melodrama of the cliché, while its visuals echo for result of painting process, including bend movements. This art is from 1962 DC Comics panels. The source illustration is cut from the both visual and narrative elements of the works. The artwork I Was Reached by Man's Playthings is a painting by Sir Eduardo Paolozzi in 1947. This artwork is a collage and an image of a laughing lady aeroplane in Coke. She lies on a cove and looks like an Ava Gardner, queen of a Hollywood actress. There's a variety of other collage elements across the bottom of the graphics. This includes a small bit of ads for Coca-Cola in the lower left corner of the World War II combat bomber postcard and in the lower right corner. The most well-known images of American industrial art are Andy Warhol Campbell soup cans. The soup cans, originally created in 1962 as a series of 32 canvases, get international acclaim as a breakthrough in pop art. They were displayed together as products in grocery store when the printings were first exhibited that year. The artwork "Wow", painted in 1963 by American pop artist Roy Lichtenstein, who took his compositions from the comic book Life of Two White Canvases. The left canvas depicts an American fighter launching a missile into the right-hand canvas and hitting an enemy aircraft approaching on board an American plane. The words of the pilot appeared in a yellow bubble. Red and white were outline of the explosion produced. The Woman with a Flower Head by Lichtenstein is a classic example of modern art from the height of this movement. In 1963, Lichtenstein was engaged in in-depth research on his most famous imagery. It was painted. Pop advocates made a dramatic and lasting split at the age 38 with a style strongly indebted to abstract expressionism.